Oh, god. There we go. We get to play. We get to play. Even though it's Sunday, I'm still dedicating my time to God, eh? Trying to find other godly people out there. Hmm. But we gotta ask ourselves, what are godly people? What do godly people believe in? I would say all they want is the truth, no matter what religion you are. You gotta ask yourself what you're willing to tolerate. And have you been tolerating way too much? Because you got the George Soros touch. You got it. You guys gotta hand it to him, you know what I mean? This is the thing, though, the title of the film here. If we could just try and figure out what the truth is and, just leaving it up to them to mind screw us with so much information. If we could just ask for the truth and give them their brains back. Like, I don't think George Soros could handle his own brain. If everybody said, "Hey, George, we're kinda on to you," you know what I mean? "You can have your brain back. We don't like this anymore. We got questions no more. We got questions now. Can have your brain back." And I think that would drive him right insane. Like I said, I feel for Georgie and, but then again, who knows? Maybe they have this magic sauce somehow or something. Maybe they've been told things, who knows? I don't have all the answers. But when you start asking Georgie the truth and you start talking about God and you start saying, "Hey, Georgie, you shouldn't start playing God, bud. Like, we know what you're doing, bud. These are your perceptions that you and your butt buddies are fucking spreading out to the world. And remember, these are only my thoughts and stuff. So if you guys got something to bring to the table, let me know where I might be wrong." Is George Soros running amok all over the fucking world? Oh, geez, we got eyes open in here. Didn't like where the conversation was going. Hey, you had to get your piece of action in, eh? Hey, Carl, how's that beautiful family of yours putting on a meal to share together? No, but like you don't gather, do you? Like you do know that Jesus said, "When you take me on, there's going to be separation." Like when he returns, you do know he said it's not going to be a good time, man. Lots will be tricked and fooled. That's why I think it's really important, and remember, these are only my thoughts. I'm not putting down any groups. If I well, I have to use a label in order for you guys to know what I'm talking about. So it's not anti anything. It's just my opinions and my thoughts. But like Roseanne's on there saying, "Hey, the Jewish people and the Christian people, they have a lot in common. They have a lot more in common than they do with the Muslims." And well, at least the Muslims think Jesus was of some significance. So I would say, and the Jewish side, they they don't think Jesus was anything. And that's okay. Maybe Jesus was nothing. Hey, you know what I mean? That's a possibility. But you gotta ask yourself if you're truly a Christian. Because Christians go by the book, right? Like this is the way. Christians believe that the book is the way, right? So, my question is to any true Christian out there, what was Jesus saying was the way? Was he preaching the book? Was he telling everybody to follow the book? The law of Moses, yeah. Was he not telling the Jewish people, "Hey, these guys are making you guys follow stuff that they're not willing to follow themselves. They're making it much more difficult. Why are you guys going with rules that have been written down for you? I'm trying to show you guys a different way." the true God's way. The one that dwells inside of you, and the one that you think is outside of you needs to be serviced, and that's who you're servicing. Rather than going through your actual creator and knowing that you are powerful because you have him in you, because but then again, you have to learn to take on the Jesus way first, right? And that's just the truthful way. Like I said, if you guys take those native seven, you know what I mean? And you make a character out of that, you're gonna get Jesus, okay? That's what I think. I dare any native person to tell me that that's not the creator that or the creator, the character that the seven would create. In that conversation with any of them. You know what I mean? I'm not telling them their ways wrong. I'm just saying if you're willing to encompass that, but hey, you can use your old culture and you can also use a character reference in order to get into those seven. You know what I mean? Jesus carries all those attributes you're looking for. But then again, there's really not a whole lot of Jesus out there for us, is there, AD? There isn't this hidden stuff, the stuff that just turned up out of it. But then again, there was 108 and they took it down to 66 because how long does Marwood have to pay you? Listen, buddy. Listen. What you want to talk about Marwood? Marwood doesn't pay me, bud. I had insurance. Okay. So I don't receive anything from Marwood anymore. Does that make you feel good, bud? Well, bud, probably till I'm 65 or I fucking get rid of this PTSD, bud. You know what I mean? I'm trying to. That's I don't know if you were paying attention last night. We had a special call. I called in Jay Jameson, asking for his side of things, and kind of went sideways, but I was a little aggressive, you know what I mean? Like, hey, bud, I know you love me, but let's talk about what no. What? Like, hey, Jay, you're not the one to have to run around fucking everybody saying you're crazy. You can't go around saying you're a son of God and then everybody thinks you're crazy. Like, I want to be able to prove that I fucking went through what I fucking went through. AD, and this is the thing, this is what scares me about you, bud. I don't know. Like I've said, Jay Jameson's a sweetheart, bud. A good dad. He's never gonna go out of his way to fucking try and hurt you. Probably trying to help you if he can. You know what I mean? He's a solid dude. Smart. Smart. Super smart. Super fucking smart. I've stopped like this is how much I adored Jay. Okay. So when we first when I first went to the new plant, I inherited Jay as one of my supervisors. Okay. So as we're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, this was at the very beginning because we did get to a good period. Okay. We had to cheat and steal to do it. But, anyways, so my boss, Stevie, he's like, so what do you think, man? What do you think about our supervisors? What do you think we're working with? And I was like, well, bud, I think we can help Johnny out. But as far as I said, hey, bud, if we could line up every fucking supervisor that fucking Marwood has to offer, and we got first round draft choice. I said I'm still walking out with my man Jay Jameson. It's fucking better than all of them. Just nobody fucking sees it. And I do. But yeah, Stevie did end up seeing it though. You know what I mean? Smart, like math, good at math too. Not my forte. But yeah. So that goes to show you when somebody's in fear of losing something, they will fucking they don't wanna hurt you, but they fucking will. And then they'll turn their back on you and call you the problem. Because we learned in that phone call, I just wanted to talk. Hey, let these people know who I am, Jay. They got a bad impression, you know what I mean? I think. I showed them the pictures. Did you see the pictures? Hey, of Jay sitting there laying in a hospital bed. Like, I know what got him there because he was telling me he was thinking about going off on stress leave, but the more he didn't want to do the stress leave because he couldn't afford it, the more fucking stress he got. God don't like dirty Carl. Okay, Skills, you go take that to God. Say you don't like Carl, but you love me for fucking being a troll on the internet, trying to fucking rip people down and being a right old pedo protector, eh? Just a Bill Gates kind of man. George Soros certified. You don't want to give up the Soros brain and make him go insane, do you? You like being insane, don't you, Skills? Therefore, you think you have skills. You don't have to be reborn to find new skills. Because these skills you got, bud, they're fucking shitty, bud. Snacky, I'm glad you're here. I hope this is Lord Voldemort, aka Casey Williams. You're running amok on the internet, spreading stupidity, bud. What are you doing? I've never talked about your daughter. Listen, when I wrote that, I thought you were Casey, Lake Time Casey. Lake Time Casey. Okay. Now I've never talked to PBR. The where the story comes from is PBR was this is how I knew he was I guessed he was a homosexual at this point, okay. But anyways, he was talking about how one of his friends wanted to bang his old like this friend wanted PBR because he was such a stud to bang his old lady, but PBR being the stud that he is, couldn't do it to a pig like that. But for out of the blue, the great blue of fucking PBR, he grabs this story with Casey, okay, and he says, "My Casey with the long hair. You gotta go find the episode. It's fucking groovy." He talks about how he loves Casey's long hair, and if Casey had a woman, and if Casey came to him and said, "Hey, PBR, will you help me out with my woman?" PBR would step up and help out with the challenge just because it was Casey. So I thought to myself, well, Casey doesn't have a woman. She's imaginary. So Casey might be the kind of guy that PBR might like to get with. It was just a guess. You know what I mean? I got skills too, skills. I can read people from what they fucking say. Because you got to go, what the fuck? Where did that? How? What? Oh, maybe. That's just a maybe. Remember, these are just my thoughts. Skills is bored already. Well, Skills, you were never asked to come over here, bud. See, I think there might be maybe there's a good one lurking in the back out there who really does want to talk to me and wants to have a serious conversation. And you know what I mean? But Skills, do you know anything about being serious? I might be so serious, so super serious that, well, you know about the Dogons and their seriousness, eh? Did you hear about the old Dogons and their seriousness? Hey, bud, they had the serious all mapped out before mankind did with their telescopes. Hey, bud. But hey, seriously, the serious of all of it is they did bring some good things to the earth, if that's what the Dogons say. You know what I mean? They've got me saying, hey, thanks to the serious. Hey, do you even know what I'm talking about? Skills? No, you lack skills. Hey, I'm laying Easter eggs out here for you, skillsies. You just can't pick them up. But hey, speaking of fucking Easter eggers, oh, what if what if Eminem's an Easter egger, right? What if he's got some snazzy little Easter eggers, but they're not really Easter eggers. They're hey, this is it. How do you like it? I'm an evil hybrid. Abra, abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab ya. But hey, you got to ask yourself, hey, who publishes fucking Eminem, eh? Who's the mastermind behind Eminem? We got to question the sex tape, eh? Dre and Snoop. So, has been Dre been made to be a bad person? And did he bring on a little protege called Eminem? Because you got to ask yourself. Usually, they get your children to do some transforming of themselves. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know the situation over there, guys, but hey, you only know what you're told. And let your imagination run wild. That's why we need to ask these people. Hey, Emmer, are you trying to do some dirty business? Would you sell your soul just to be the undisputed again? Hey, buddy, is there something to your lyrical magic? Hey, are we too stupid to pick up on it? Yeah. Oh, see, Snaggy, you come back sometimes and you know more than you look like you know what I mean? Well, what do we knows about Snaggy right now? We knows that that pimple's taking over the nose. Pop that sucker, Snaggy. Get her out of your system, bud. Get out of the dark side. Come to the light. I see your potential, and you're handing it all over to the dark side. Snaggy, don't. Lord Voldemort, whatever, Casey. Let's transform back to Casey. Let's be a proud little Casey. Hey? The truth, 917. What's up? How's it going? Oh, I have on my television screen because I'm awfully worried. I don't know what to think about Three Eye Atlas. Hey, Mitchie there. He wants me to think she's a spacecraft. Mitchie Itchy, physicist. I don't know if he's Itchy Mitchy. I like him. I really do. And I want him to be telling us the truth. You know what I mean? He's telling us it's weird. NASA, like, shouldn't NASA be giving us fucking of such a great thing? Shouldn't they be live and streaming this for the world to see? But no, they hide it. And then all of a sudden, oh, here's the pictures. There's something developed for you now. Weird, huh? I don't know. It's just Luna Vachon here. Her name's not. That's a shitty way of thinking, eh? Vince McMahon, Luna Vachon, Luna, Trump, the Trump Luna, eh? And this allegations that there's more. She is actually a Luna of Trump's. They do the Trump Luna, but she's saying it's garbage, which maybe it is. Like if it's lies, it's gonna stop being spread around. You know what I mean? But I think she wants us to think certain things too. And I do think that she's in the Trump cuddle huddle. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Who can we trust? Like I seen Jeremy Corbell. Do we trust him? Because he's like, hey guys, they're gonna want you to think things. And fucking, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, are you sure you want to put this on? You guys are gonna you're gonna risk fucking some lives. And maybe he's just playing a role though. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, what about the Great Gatsby over there? Fucking, what's his name? Who knows if he's the Great Gatsby? Fucking the guy that worked for Area fucking 51 or whatever it was, and was into motors and shit like that. And he came back and said he saw a spacecraft. And you know what I mean? What if he's telling us the truth? We don't know, right? And he also said there was like a religious book. but how we're owning canisters. It's the inside that really matters, so does it matter if we work the canister or not, or should we just get a free pass for being idiots? Yeah, yeah, welcome, you undeveloped little soul, you. Come on up. Right up to the big house, you got to go to Earth and see what it was like to terrorize others with your fucking niceness and stupidity and not wanting to face anything. Fuck. You take that hero's journey, guys. It's not that fucking hard, eh? Shouldn't be. It is, though. It is for some reason. Hey, I only want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Yes, I can. No, you're not. No, you're not. You think you can handle it? You want some more of it? Yes. Jesus had to go through this, so he said to be like him. So I guess I got to take the beatings that come with the truth. Never stop fighting because this could help others. Send a better, brighter message in the future. Nice, Nagy. Put me up on my cross. We'll call it made this time, eh? Hey, we'll call it made. Hey, just take a vote. What do you think? Is Carl's story worth hearing? Is your system maybe all fucked up? Maybe is everything fucking working against you? And when some fucking evil looking dark face who's a global elite says, they penetrated your government, fucking pay attention and listen. You know what I mean? Pay attention that Putin used to be part of the organization. You know what I mean? And what about Chi? Is he part of it, or is it just it's all just one big stage show? We don't know unless we fucking ask, eh? Because I'm starting to think about the Great Gatsby. This tariff thing. I bet you fucking somebody out there's making a mint, having all this pre-knowledge of what's going on and just ringing their bells when they have to. Ta-ta, ta-ta. Well, we know $192 million one time based on a hunch. Where it really wasn't their money. It was kind of a loan, but then they made the money and they paid them. Yeah, Trump. It's all legit. It's all legit to quit. No, it's about as legit as fucking Donald Trump letting off his crypto guy. What's that? No, we don't need to. I don't know who he is. I was just told he got fucked. So I didn't want to look into it. I just pardoned him. So, can you blame me? Everybody told me he was okay. He happens to work for my family. Speaking of my family, I like George Santos. I like the great pretenders out there. I like any man who's willing to be whatever it has to take to be and get the job done. I'm let that man go. Let him go. I pardon George Santos. Hey, Georgie, don't get caught next time. Hey, be a better part of central casting. Maybe I should change my name, eh? To what? What do you think? I like the name. I said her in there once and fucking there we go. She's stuck because we'll never know the whole truth, eh? That the beauty is the search for the truth. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth and who we are. We don't have to go, you know, out looking for other people's truths, but our own we should be concerned about. Because if we don't want our own truths, then we can never find God. You know what I mean? And I'm a little concerned for some people. Like we got Troy Black. I think he does a lot of Jesus messaging, and he shouldn't. He shouldn't. He's really missing his blessings because he's fucking cursing himself fucking awfully. Like, I don't understand why someone would be so stupid to fucking do her, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He's just he's not gonna do good. I don't think. It's just my personal opinion. But Troy thinks a lot of other people aren't doing good. He can give his opinion on the internet. I think he's fucking not good. That's the voices I hear in my head. Old Troy boy's a clown and should never talk for God if God's not fucking telling him to talk for him. That's like this guy here. I like he said, Mr. Buzz, the anointed. Come get your fucking deliverance. Believe in the name of Jesus and don't be bad. Well, be obedient and do nothing, or you'll get bug infestations. I'm just like, what the fuck world am I living in? Oh my goodness. And people love him. They love him. He's got hundreds of people to chat with. You know what I mean? And he's just, what did I ask him today? And he answered the question. Oh, I got to think about what my Mr. Buzz question was. We're going to get back to Luna Vachon. What did I ask Mr. Buzz that he was talking about? I wish I could remember because I thought his answer was pretty cockamamie, but you know what I mean? But he said we needed it. I can't remember what it was. It'll be on today's episode. But then again, he'll be on there about 15 fucking times too. So what's my name change, Snaggy? Hey. So back to Luna. And because I mean, because what it is Luna's on PBR's podcast, right? And I guess basically, I think I should watch it, but this is what I understand. And if I'm not right, you guys let me know. They're talking about how this guy is getting tired of Melania Trump trying to bully people, saying that this Michael Wolff, who wrote this book about her relationship with Epstein, she's trying to bully people and say, if you don't shut your fucking mouth, I'm going to take your money. And he's like, no, hey, maybe I should fucking sue you for $1 billion because that book's telling the truth. And Luna's out there saying, they're dirty, they're dirty, they're dirty. Well, prove they're fucking dirty then. Take the fucking proof. Just don't say it. I mean, it's not out of the question for people to think that Trump might go outside of his fucking relationship. He was the fucking guy who said, you can grab him by the fucking pussy. He was the guy who loves beauty. He fucking had to have pageants over it. He's obsessed with it. Why else would you fucking do it? You know what I mean? Like, did you guys not question, like, from you guys ever watched the Art of the Deal movie or whatever? I haven't, but I've seen clips of it. And he talks about how it would be cool to get blowjobs in Air Force One. And then when you see him talk about it's not just what he said, it's you've got to watch his face. It's an Easter egg. When he starts talking about the lips of an angel, you got to take a look at the twinkle in his eye and you got to know that there's an Easter egg in there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he just admires the way her lips move so fast and frequently towards him. You know what I mean? Or for him. You know what I mean? Because she is quick to battle. She is quick. Name calling everything. You're the stupid one. Donald Trump's the best president we've ever had. He's done this, this, and this. How dare you? Press secretaries don't know that they should be working for the people, not the president. You know what I mean? If 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 I was the press secretary, I would use the press's stupidity against them and be like, "Hey, where'd you get this from? Like, come on, let's talk about this. Who's your informant on this? Or did you make this up in your little pea brain?" Like, you gotta have proof. You just can't say things like this. I'm giving you the opportunity to talk, but Carolyn, just next question. She's no better than Pierre Jean Pierre. Hey, no better. And in fact, she's no better than fucking the red-haired witch too, the one that works for CNN now. How they could just lie to the public like that, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm telling you guys, I know you guys couldn't figure it out, but Karine Jean-Pierre, she was always around Joe Biden, and you would think that she would be competent enough to know that once they got the clear message that Joe Biden wasn't in trouble for having paperwork that he wasn't supposed to have because he wasn't mentally competent to understand that he had done wrong, so you can't really blame him. She couldn't come out to the American people and say, "Hey, Houston, we got a problem." It's time for Kamala to come on up. You get to be our first lady president. But no, no, no. Kamala even she protected the lie to keep her behind, eh? It's not very ladylike. Women, if they think that, like, how could a good woman, a mama, how could she let a brain dead son of a gun, unless she knew that, well, that brain dead son of a gun wasn't really doing anything to begin with, even if he had his brain. Their brains are all operated by somebody else. They all got bloodlines, blood clots. Too much interbreeding from the Rothschilds. That's on them. They said it. Don't say it and expect me not to fucking repeat it because I think it's not good. I think it might cloud their judgment, and maybe this is why we've got to where the world is today. Little Rothschild, little Soros, a little fucking Klauschian Schwab, a little Trumpian, just a gaggle of fucking haggles all mixed in our brains to drive us insane. But if we could ever want the truth, that insanity's got to go somewhere, and it's got to go back to its owner. And well, it's the only way to come back to Jesus. You got to take your own insanity and work and twerk her out. Hey, 'cause if not, there's a bad ending forever and ever. Like, you can't hurt the world. You can't blame God. If someone gets a bad ending forever and ever and ever and ever, and they chose to defy him, like, if you guys were to find out that all those people that I just mentioned are running and operating and swirling your guys' brains up to be stupid, and the evidence was there and you refuse to look at it, you're part of our team, right? Like, you get what you deserve. If there's an eternity of stupidity for being utterly stupid and ignorant and not taking a look to see what you believe. I'm not asking you guys to believe what I believe. I'm asking you guys to tell me what you believe. But instead, you want to come back and tell me I'm crazy. These people are fake. All right, let's take a look at this. If Donald Trump cared about people, this is me. Because Donald Trump had me tricked and fooled that he was gonna be good for the American people, okay? I still had my questions. You can go back and watch my videos because 'cause I'm like, "This don't make sense." I don't like this, but hey, nobody's perfect. Thought he was being all set up, you know what I mean? That crazy woman from, like, I don't know how many years ago. How can you How can you reward somebody for something that and it was very questionable, so these were the kind of things that were being thrown at us, and the optics were is they were out to get him, but when he comes back in, he's not protecting anybody. He's not he's not showing it well, he should have been while they were president. Excuse me, Donald Trump should have been every day and saying, "Hey, America, why is Tara Reid in Russia right now? Can we find out her story? Because I think Ashley Biden's diary might be real too. My buddy James O'Keefe, he's taking a whooping for the diary. Joe ain't taking a whooping. O'Keefe is. O'Keefe's privacy is being raided. I'm quite sure Donald Trump can have the clip of the fucking video of Ashley saying, yeah, it belongs to me and I want it back. Then you got to ask yourself, if that was a secret you wanted to keep, wouldn't you keep that diary so tucked, so close to you and not make it available for anybody to ever find? But then you got to ask yourself, what was on the laptop? Now, I don't know if this is true or not. So if you guys can let me know, but I heard dirty things like Joe Biden would watch his son's own pornography that he made. Is that who you guys want running your country? Like, why weren't the contents of that laptop all over the news? Instead, they just keep you guessing. Never know. Keep a swirl pot of bullshit. Because, like I said, you guys got to ask Trump this. Does Obama have paperwork to be an American? Does he? Does he? Does he? Because if you lie and you die, it's just an added on sentence. Pick your pain meter, I guess. Hey, do you imagine that if you're picking your pain meter and it's based on your karmy? Oh, that'd be an alarmy. Hey, how you doing, Trump? You little sausage brain. Now you have to go insane. But then again, is it worth going insane for? I'd say so. I went through it. Look at me, I'm just fine. Brand new man. I don't know what you're gonna have to go through, Donnie Don, but what? Marina Abramovich says you got a wandy wand. Magic man. You guys are being run by the mega. You are the mega. What about that? Could you imagine that if all you megas are currently under the mega corporation, unknowing that you're part of a mega corporation? Ask Candace, there is a mega corporation. And well, I think she has it against her right now. And they should probably stop. Because if you want to hurt somebody for wanting the truth, you're only going to get hurt in the end. That's what I mean. That's why I said about Jay, I forgive him. I knew why he did it when he was doing it. But I was like, don't do it, do it, do it. If we stick together, all of us, fuck, like the videos, I made videos about it. I'm fucking, hey, can we just fucking stick together? Like, fuck, we know what the fuck's been going on, or let me know where the fuck wrong. I mean, I didn't look this way doing it back then. It looked a little fucking weirder, but the message was there, eh? Hey, guys want to go into the book for a minute? Have fun. I'll read something. All right, what is this? The Gospel of Judas. Like I said, I don't know if these are. He taught us gnosis about the unseen, the unknown mysteries beyond the mind and this world. He prophesied all that would happen, the great apocalypse at the end of time. He lived in Judea among us. We'd chosen a lush green pasture beneath Mount Tabor to pitch our tents in a grove of the Libanian cedars. The cooling of the doves sounded like hymns of praise. A nearby lake of still waters quenched our thirst. The place reminded us of David's famed shepherd psalm our souls were restored. Surprisingly, he often failed to appear as a man, but came as a youth. Oh, no. So we believe in anything that said Judas said? We're to believe what Judas was? Or is this a different Judas? There was a couple different Judases, right? Well, I'm gonna skip a little bit. I'm gonna go down this. Master, we exclaimed, you must be the Son of God, he said. Do you truly think you know who I really am? Nobody from any nation will ever know my true nature. When we heard his condemnation, anger rose up in us. Wicked thoughts were felt in our hearts. Why? Why would they have wicked thoughts in their heart? Because Jesus said they could never truly know his true nature. Eh? And then they got angry about that. Is it because they thought they knew him? He was saying, no, no, no. This is a lifetime relationship. We're rocking together now. You got to get to know me more and more and more and more and more and more and more. But when you want that, it's just knowing the truth. And then at the same time, knowing that you don't know the truth. You're only trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? We're not perfect, and we're not. I don't think we're meant to be perfect, but we're not meant to be stupid and ignorant. And I think that's the state that we're in as humanity. But you guys let me know where I'm wrong. What? Why do all of these people want to perceive like they're fucking perfect? I'm the way you should follow. Like there's a lot of them out there. I am what you need or you can't succeed is a lot of their mottos. And if you don't give me enough, you're gonna get punished. Or the more you give me, the more you're gonna get. Even if you gotta go into debt to give to me. You just believe that you'll get back with your stupidity. Unless you can find another sucker just like you, and you can pull a bigger heist than I can. But some of these people do get people to believe in themselves. They just believe in themselves. I guess I'm trying to say too much. They don't question who they are. You know what I mean? They bought into, uh, hey, what are we on? 45 minutes. Anything you guys want to talk about? We can go back to Luna. Hey, because like I said, I was talking about Melania there and that guy. Why would he do that? She's trying to downplay it. Why would he do that? Because he's not fucking scared of Melania. He wrote it in the book for a reason, I guess. So why can't everybody else see that? Well, they can't even see Donald Trump's trying to get you guys to think that you're stupid if you want those files. You know what I mean? Don't want anybody thinking that. Well, I ain't gonna say it. Maybe they were stealing from each other. You know what I mean? We know Epstein was stealing from Trump. And what do we know about Epstein? Other than the fact that if we go back to James O'Keefe and the chalkboard, you want your guys' brains to be dank. Pardon me? Um, yes, please. What was I saying, Joanna? Oh, yes. Let's get back to the upper app. Dank and brains. That was on the chalkboard, right? That was a mission statement. And well, George Soros, his perceptions would dank your brains. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He is a god. You guys just don't know you serve him yet. That's the great part for George. He knows you're serving him and you don't. Those clowns are out there just laughing at you. Puppets. It's a good dance. Hate, hate, hate. 888. 88. Ukrainian Azov battalions. Hey, what do we know about them? Well, they had the government for a bit, and then, well, the people spoke and they wanted Zelensky. So the Azov battalion went, okay, guys, Zelensky this. We'll give it up now. Because they chased the guy. Remember the one Joe Biden publicly said, yeah, I told that guy, doesn't fire that prosecutor. You're not getting your aid money there, Mister. Oh, look at me, Joe Biden, Mr. Powerful. And it must suck. It must suck knowing you're getting fucked by Joe Biden, right? Remember Joe Biden, eh? Never fucking lied to me. Joe's gonna remember that. Because the only one who can truly fuck a Biden is the Biden. Well, I think a lot of Bidens have been out there fucking themselves. By Biden, the wrong Biden. Okay? No. Back to Epstein. Okay. Where do you want to go from Epstein? Do you want to go to Bill Gates? We do that, right? Because, well, you got a question. When the wife says, part of my divorce was because of Epstein, that's got to take us where and travel us down to what? Spacey Town. And what Spacey Town tell us? Well, there was a clown called Bill Clinton. Clinton. And well, Bill Clinton, he was a hit with some girls on fucking Epstein's plane. Right out of Kevin Spacey's mouth. This wasn't an acting session. This was a news session. Can you imagine? Hey, but hey, they all play tough guys because I seen an interview with Trump back in the day. And when Bill Clinton was getting in all that trouble, Trump's just all coy. I never would. He never said, I never would have done that. He said, I never would have got caught. He degraded those women too for saying shit about Clinton. He degraded them, said they were fucking foul. And you got to go check it out for your guys' selves, though. You know what I mean? I mean, I do think that that woman that tried to sue him, I think that was a ruse, maybe. You know what I mean? But hey, Melania knows what. The white one, the white one's fine. I might have another coffee. I shouldn't, but the wife just loaded me up with coffee, and I feel like I gotta drink it.
Doesn't go bad.
Doesn't bad. See, see, I say things, and I know it's gonna piss her off, but it's the truth, eh? You just gotta say it sometimes.
True.
It is. Hey,
You don't need to drink it extra fast.
but it's flavored stuff.
Not in a week.
Not a week. Well, I'm not gonna drink. She bought 2 boxes of flavored stuff and thinks I'm gonna get through in a week. I'm talking about I've had 2 regular coffees, and now I want a flavored one, okay? Many flavors to choose from. Many. Pecan pie, hey, chocolate raspberry. She doesn't like the chocolate one. The I only got 1 chocolate one, and it's chocolate raspberry, and it's a dark coffee. And she says it doesn't smell good, but I think it does. I think it's one of the better coffees. But then again, you know what I mean? Hey, we left off with Bill Gates and Epstein, right? Yeah, it's like it. Bill Gates and Epstein. So let's just go back to Epstein. Okay. Who do we know was one of the most vicious maniacs to ever hit the island that we know of? That they have pretty much said this was one of the bad guys. Do you guys remember who? Stephen Hawking. They did. They tried to pull that on us. Stephen Hawking was thrown under the fucking bus. The guy who had no control. So if he was violating people, somebody forced that violation. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of fucking garbage are we being fed? And no wonder they're fucking like, wait, I'm going to tell you guys another secret too. Okay. This Epstein thing, you guys just think it's like child trafficking and stuff like that. Okay. Epstein was into, you guys gotta go check this out for yourself. He was into all the physicists. He liked physics. And while there are a bunch of clown of philosophers over there, and they've learned how to hack one's brains. And if you need proof on that, you have Noah Harari to tell you what he's done to you. Hey, humans, you're hackable. In fact, if you think you have a soul or some sort of creator, those days are over. You're here to serve the superior. And while there's going to be too many of yous, but we're going to have to keep you occupied. So what we're going to do is we're going to be super gracious to you. You're going to own nothing. You're going to be happy with your drugs and video games. This is not me making this up, okay? This is Noah Harari of the WEF, who, if you go and you watch their videos, it's very important that they read everybody's minds so that they can keep your mind safe because you're the good one until you're not. And they read your mind at work, and well, Susie bent over and you seen that ass and you went, oh, hey, now the thought police are gonna come get you because you have violated Susie. Hey, you know Susie was never gonna know. And it's not like you spent extra time. It's just you took a glance and there was Susie, and hey, you're a man and never intentions to do anything. But the thought police are gonna get you because hey, this is the world that you guys are gonna pick. Is it? Is this the world you're gonna pick? Is this the world of the Trumper Humper and Klaus Schwab that you fucktards are gonna choose? Because I'll tell you, I don't think she has a merry ending. The AI might tell you. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Because, hey, what do we know about the AI? They want it to serve you. They want you to know you so that you don't have to do anything. The service is already provided for you. They'll teach you how to think and everything. It'll be great. And I wonder if your AI knows that you're not thinking right. A great big red light can go off. Any interceptors. And come to your thought, please. Hey, hey, what do you guys think, man? Like this physicist thing, Epstein thing, this is no joke. These are major players that we're playing with here, you know what I mean? But they think they're smart, but they're really fucking stupid. Their ending sucks no matter the way they play the game, and they know it. They know the only way out of the game is to go inside their brain, and well, that'll be some pain, and well, they earned it themselves. You know what I mean? You can only forgive them. You don't want to become friends with them. You need to let them have their alone time because, quite frankly, their brains are going to be a little rattled for a bit. And well, karma could come and play for you humans so you could understand what they wanted for you guys. Like I said, 24-hour reality show, you'll see what they had intended for you guys. If you ever come to the truth, this is what happens to you. They did it to me. It's recorded. I went nuts, but I found myself. But I didn't really go nuts because I still had control. You know what I mean? Because remember what I told you guys. Well, I'm jealous. God talks to people a whole lot. Like I said, a lot of my dialogue is just me, and that's why you'll never hear me say, "Hey, God told me to tell you." I think that God shows me the answers. You know what I mean? I pray on it, and I really do put my heart and soul into the answers. So, and that's like what Tesla did. You know what I mean? I think that's how Tesla came to his ideas. He followed his dreams so much, and he just kept praying for the answers, and the answers come to those who want to do good for the world. You know what I mean? But then again, you can do some evil twat waddy shit and go the other way. But anyways, we keep getting off track of the physics of it. Hey, like I'm not a physics guy. I'm fucking pretty stupid when it comes to that stuff. You know what I mean? I do like listening to it, like when you get someone who can explain the theory simply. I can't remember them right now, but I do like going back every once in a while and playing with it in my mind and seeing what I think and seeing if it makes common sense. You know what I mean? But I'm no physicist. I just toss it around in my mind for a bit and just go, "Hey, what are possibilities?" Close doors. Don't close doors. You don't want one of those doors to go to heaven. Try and use common sense to link it all up together. Link the godliness into the 66. Hey? Hey? Well, humans, they got a lot of sixes in them. You know that, right? Didn't we come on the sixth day? A lot of sixes with the human, eh? It's the three, the divinity in us. But the divinity only comes with, well, fuck. Do I even want to say this? I got a funny feeling, eh? I got a funny feeling. Like, this isn't blasphemous because I don't care. I'm a believer in Jesus and following the way that he did to ask the questions and find the truth. But if Jesus came to represent God, and what did he say he represented? The truth and the way and the life, right? So I have a feeling, like this is just a feeling, I might be wrong, but there is a total feminine aspect that we've been just taken away from. We don't know. Like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is just one thing. But in order for, for life, there also has to be a truth, right? And Jesus said he was the truth and the life. So he's a combination of his father and his mother, if there is a mother, right? And you would think that that would be the Holy Spirit. Maybe, eh? The spirit of truth. Because there's only wisdom within truth. And you can only gain your wisdom by not knowing that you might not have the truth. And I think that that used to be a feminine aspect, whereas God was the giver of life, and the mother was the truth, where you can be reborn in her through the Son for the life. Right? What do you guys think about that? Right? Because life would be magic, right? And creation has to give birth. So if it's just like a man and a woman, the magician has to have his magic wand, right? In order for the magic to actually happen through the truth. You can't deny the birth of a child, right? It's there. No matter what my psychiatrist will tell you. If we're all there and we can see the child, it's there. And if one of us doesn't accept it, then that would be delusional. Those who sit there and just fail to look at the child that's there and just say, no, it's not there, they might have mental problems. But we've been on for an hour. Two people in here. What do you guys want to talk about? Or I can shut her down because I am worried about all this space stuff. Okay. I really am. Like, ever since I got told Stephen Greer might be Mossad, and he's playing a role because he's actually a gay man, why would you hide that? Because if he's an actor, congratulations, he was doing very, very good because he was the one I was believing. That's terrible that you would manipulate the world and think you're going to get away with it if that's what he's indeed doing. Either that or Ian Carroll needs to have his little hand slapped and he needs to go make a brand new episode right away saying, I'm sorry I was wrong about Stephen Greer, but this alien thing, you guys, I'm telling you right now, there should be questions being asked to Donald Trump about the Galactic fucking Federation of Aliens. It's not that fucking hard. Is there any way we can get the message through? I don't have to be the one to fucking ask them. You know what I mean? Just get the job done before they fucking maybe try and do a job on us. I'm not saying they are, but maybe we could prevent something by saying, hey, why do we have to call this out? Oh, because we're hiding the truth from you because you guys can't handle it. That's like calling you guys fucking idiots. You don't get that. Hey, you should be able to handle the truth at all times. You shouldn't have to fucking feel protected by your gods who get to fucking decide what you guys get to fucking believe because they're powerful and what they want you to believe is what's right for you guys because you just love following them. Fuck, man. Anyways, I think I'm gonna try and come back late because I got some good shit written down too, right? I really do. We really didn't get into anything. I wanted to get in deep into fucking Luna here. We could have went into Luna Vachon too, went back into like Trump's friend, Vince McMahon. People still love him, even though like is it a thing? Can anybody out there please is this poop thing a real thing nowadays? Is this like Is this something that most individuals are into, and I'm just lost in thinking that it's you shouldn't, as a human, wanna be shit on or eat shit? Are you degrading yourself as a human if you're willing to do that? Are you gonna be able to go to God knowing, "Hey, I really enjoyed" like, what are you getting out of that? Like, you can't love yourself and get shit on or eat shit. I don't think. You guys let me know where I might be wrong. This is my alright. You guys have a good one. I don't maybe I'll do a couple TikTokers later. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? That's the thing. I'm just here for the ride now. I learned. Don't try and force things. Just try and do your thing and fucking whatever I will be, you will be. You know what I mean? Just be with Jesus and there's nothing to fucking worry about. Aliens, no aliens, alien freak show. Who knows? But hey, maybe if we got the answers, we could find out beforehand and well, we didn't have to freak the fuck out. You know what I mean? Because I'm concerned they're all working together, you know what I mean? Like, even little Dougie Ford here, if they spent even $1,000,000 on if they spent $75,000,000 on that commercial, the Canadian people should lose their fucking mind. They know how much work it takes off their fucking back. This money ain't free, and it ain't even theirs anymore. It's their children and their children's fucking lives they're playing with. Like, when are we gonna wake up and say, "Hey, how much work does it take for 75,000,000 just to piss off the Americans, and then fucking the commercial ain't even any good anymore because you ain't got the balls to fucking stand by something you put 75 fucking $1,000,000 behind." I don't even care if it was $1,000,000. That's ridiculous. That's a fucking lot of work. That is hard work. Hard work. They just treat it like it's fucking garbage, like it's theirs to throw around at their fucking will. The Canadian people better wake up because they are fucking robbing you blind and they are leaving your fucking children futureless. You guys are paying for your own brainwashing via fucking CBC. It's unbelievable that we pay for this. In fact, you guys pay dipshits bonuses for a failed business that you have to pay for. But are they failing so bad that they own properties? Millions of dollars worth of fucking properties. Meanwhile, they take the taxpayers' dollars and give themselves fucking millions of dollars worth of bonuses. Like, oh man, Canada's just beating its fucking oh. Anyways, that's enough for today. No, maybe we'll come back tomorrow. Or no, we'll come back later tonight, maybe. We'll come back fighting even stronger. We'll read out of the book, in the book, in the book, in the book. But don't follow the book, the book, the book, the book. Could you imagine if you followed the book and you got the hook because you got hooked on the book when it was supposed to be about Jesus? Hey, don't get hooked by the book. But you can use the book to get hooked on Jesus. That's the real Phoenix you want to get hooked on. Thunder being Jesus. Hey, he really is the thunder and the lightning. And well, it's on how you want to play with them. Depends on whether you're going to get rocked or rolled. Hey, which one do you want? Do you want to get rocked or do you want to get rolled? Well, Def Leppard, they want to get rocked. But then again, there's an oxymoron out there called The Rock, maybe. If The Rock is hanging out with the same sort of spiritual leaders that old Oprah is, well, ring a ding a ding. Not a Rocky Rock. He might be, well, a doctor. And what did that doctor create? Well, he created a great hate machine. And well, what was that Saturday night hate machine? You guys go check it out for yourselves and tell me what you think of the skit. It's a Johnny Dagburn of a skit. Will he get rocked a bit? Or will he get a fit? Hey, and not with steroids anymore, Rocky. It's time to be au naturel, my via. That's all. Maybe The Rock's doing good. You don't have to worry about my nonsense. Everybody knows these are just my opinions and my thoughts based on the action of these people and maybe the lies created about them. So maybe if we could let people know, hey, if The Rock's the good guy and you guys are creating a delusion where nobody else sees, but some people do. But, anyways, you're in trouble. Don't fuck with God and don't fuck with the truth. Or you might get super sleuth by yourself. Hey, but who knows? Nobody wants to talk, so I gotta go. Bye bye, guys. Love you. Hopefully, we all come together and we can start uniting. You know what I mean? You guys can learn how to be yourselves. Let Soros go. Da, da, da.